2 children, and I've never watched it, actually. And you said it's one of your favorites.
Okay, hold on.
I keep being told I need to watch it.
First, who keeps telling you need to watch it? It's actually kind of funny.
A friend of mine.
It's like...
Nobody speaks. Like, you get very little English.
It's gibberish. That definitely was directed towards us then.
And then it was. Yeah. That actually makes sense now.
Yeah.
But first of all, it was a great movie, and it had great, little scenes. And actually, the Minions speak Spanish, a mixture of Spanish and English.
They did, yeah.
They do. And but the Minions was great. And I was wondering, like, I'm sitting there going, the Minion, why is he dogging on the Minions? I go, what kind of movies, I wonder, do you listen to, Alan? And I sat here for a minute, and I thought, what if I were to take a stab at it? What is the top 10 movie list that I think Alan's favorite movies are? Mm-hmm. And I did. I made a list, and it's starting down from 10, going to 1. So I made a list for you, Alan. So if you think that I like the Minions, I think that you like number 10, Reefer Madness. That is a movie from 1936. Interesting.
Was it about Reefer?
I'm not quite sure. Did they have Reefer in 1936?
Have you seen Reefer Madness?
Obviously, Brady
has.
Oh, yeah, everybody's seen Reefer. I thought everybody's seen Reefer
And Brady,
Madness.
yeah, that makes sense. Now that I'm looking at you and your hair is just going everly, like, longer.
It's a totally ridiculous movie. It was propaganda, actually, in the 30s. Trying to...
Free the weed?
No. It's the opposite. They're like, oh, if you smoke weed, you're going to kill somebody and you're going to freak out in your chair and shit like that. Stupid.
Well, that's number 10 on the list, so that's at the bottom. Number 9, anything with Lindsay Lohan. That makes sense. After listening to Alan and his
Mean
take
Girls.
on how great he thinks it is, because he has a lot of talent. Mind you, Alan has a lot of talent, so
he did.
I think anything with Lindsay Lohan, that's like right up his alley.
Yeah, Mean Girls.
Yeah, number 8, Glitter.
Oh my God. Mariah Carey, isn't that Glitter?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It'd be right up Alan's alley. It's just kind of,
we could probably throw a hairbrush
dumb
in
and, just kind of thrown together. And
spray.
Hairspray. I didn't even have that on my list.
Did you call it a hairbrush, Brady?
Whatever, fuck. There's a hair in the title.
No, this one's not a chick flick, Zarko. The number 7 on the list is Freddy Got Fingered.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, and isn't that Canadian? That would be Canadian. Fuck Canada.
Number 6, a homemade movie titled Alan Probably Needs to Get Fingered. And that's number 6 on the list.
Was that his own? Did he shoot it?
I think that's a home movie. I don't know where I found that. It's somewhere on the internet. You can Google it yourself. Homemade movie titled Alan Probably Needs to Get Fingered. Number 5, White Chicks.
Oh, man.
And here you are giggling.
A couple of black dudes, white face in it. As chicks.
I was just thinking of that makeup too, and it reminded me of somebody that I've seen. I mean, that Musk Cake. Oh no, the cartoon.
No, it was Alan's mother.
Oh,
yeah, no, that's different. Number 4, The Sex Lives of Potato Men.
What the fuck is that?
That's a real movie.
Is it?
Right up Alan's alley. The Sex Lives of Potato Men. Number 3, United Passions. United Passions.
That's another one I've never heard of.
I think number 2 is something we've all heard of. It's called Shutting the Fuck Up, Alan.
Shut up, Alan.
Yeah, shut up, Alan. Now we have to remove Gomez and put in Alan. Shut up, Alan. And number 1, you're not Jesus, Alan. You're more of a Jesus, quote unquote. So back to Gomez then. Minions was a great movie. I also have kids, and I took them to see it when it came out in theaters. But guess what? I also liked it enough to buy it, and I play it whenever my heart desires. But what is your basis on a terrible movie? He seemed to make remarks on, the demographic, and, and he's talking
Who
about...
listens to us? And what was the other one? The World's Dumbest Criminals?
Yeah.
For 16 hours straight.
Once again...
I could totally rock that out.
And hold on, those shows and movies are on the air for a reason, and they, and if that is our worst day, then, who is your demographic, Alan? Just saying... And Alan, I was wondering if Alan, did you see the movie? And if you did, you were obviously curious about it. If you didn't, it's because you saw what other people wrote on it. Sounds like an uneducated opinion to me, which leads me to believe that you might be full of shit there, Alan. And you couldn't tell the difference between something that's funny and your own asshole, which I think are actually probably both pretty funny.
They might look similar.
Right. And what kind of movies am I into? What you want to know, Alan, since you just went on and on and on about it. What kind of movie? I'm into most of them because when I get asked about what I think about a movie, I like to give an intelligent response, just like most things, which is what I'm going to give a solid assumption based off your comments about our show that you are actually the unintelligent person in this scenario. You're the one who likes to take a show that is obviously made to be ridiculous and turn it into something that should be critiqued, as if I give a flying fucking shit about what you think about a drunk show. So I'm glad you dislike it, Alan. That's the whole point of it. In fact, if you actually listened, you can hear me go, I don't actually give a shit if you listen or not. I really don't.
You make fun of my face,
And I just do not care.
You make fun of my face.
You think that our sense of humor holds a certain demographic for the underintelligent? Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, Alan. But at least we have a sense of humor, which is something I think you absolutely lack. And out of the many talents, quote unquote, that you think you have, I want to say that the number one talent that you hold is bending over in back alleys on a Saturday night. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Nothing wrong with that.
We accept all.
I guess.
I hear it's a good way to make a living.
Yeah, which sounds like that might be the way he actually makes his living as well. If you take any of this, take any of this seriously, you might be in for a rough surprise when real life hits you. So, Felicia, you were on the show with What Angered You last night.
Yes, I was.
How'd that go?
It really wasn't that bad.
What'd you
I
guys?
have no complaints.
What'd you guys talk about?
We talked about a lot. He kind of gave me the lowdown on the Spreaker world, which is latched onto other worlds upon other worlds, and like I've always said, I didn't know it was this deep. I like to get deep.
I know how deep you like to get, exactly.
There's certain things that I like to get deep on. Mm-hmm. But you too, Brady?
Or into.
She is the deep one out of any scenario. So just
she's always going deep.
We hide shit in Felicia just so you can't find it.
You can find it.
The hot and cold game becomes ridiculous because
it's all hot, but yet it's cold.
Yeah,
because it gets so hard so close to
Brady,
my heart.
where are your keys? You want to play hot and cold? Yeah, it's a game nobody wants to play, or everyone.
But honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about my conversation with One Angry Jew last night.
Do you like the one do you like the One Angry Jew?
I have respect for his opinions.
You think he has a majestic voice?
Oh, I love his voice. That sexy little voice of his. You know what I said to him before.
The dude, hold on, DJ Bad Nation. The dude in the background, Cookie Meth. That's Blue. That's my Basset Hound. He's quite talented because he is pedigreed. By the way,
he is a pedigree.
He is a pedigree. He is papered. And he's quite majestic himself.
He can also give himself blowjobs.
Yeah, he is a sick fuck, that Basset Hound, and I just love him for it. So.
And he leaves stains all over the couch.
That's why he's not allowed on the couch.
He's not allowed on the couch.
Have you ever seen a dog give himself a blowjob? My Basset Hound, when we first got him, we let him on the couch, and he started licking himself, and then he got off the couch. And Brady goes over, he's like, did someone pee on the couch? And I was like, I don't think so. I was like, Blue was up there, and he was sleeping. After he was done pretty much licking himself, and Brady puts his hand in it and smells it, and does the whole thing to try to figure out what it was. Like, no, it's something we all do, and and especially with kids, I'll stick my hand and smell it to see what it is all the time. And we couldn't figure it out for a long time, and then we literally watched Blue give himself a blowjob and jizz on the couch, and that was what was leaving wet stain. So he's not allowed on the couch anymore. He can give himself a blowjob and jerk off anywhere else, just not on the couch.
He was just a horny little puppy.
But you had
Are you talking about yourself now, Brady? Or are you talking about
both?
Okay.
But you had a good conversation. You were on with the Jew for quite a while last night.
Yeah, and I learned a lot, and kind of got a feeling to the Spreaker world on everybody's feelings about this and that and the third.
Oh, they told you their feelings?
No, they don't really have feelings.
Feelings? Feelings on each other?
I hope not, because if they have feelings,
people in the Spreaker world have feelings, Felicia?
It kind of seems that way. A lot of people get salty. They tend to go and create new profiles on themselves just so they can chat and they don't have the balls to just be like, hey, it's us, or it's me. I think that we have the balls, like, hey, we're going to talk shit to you, but hey, yeah, we'll still talk to you live. But there was a couple things. I guess we are considered fat trailer park trash.
Which
I think it's hilarious looking in this room right now.
Debbie said that. No, she did. Debbie said that.
I have a house.
We have a very nice house.
And actually, up in North Dakota, we call them manufactured homes.
Yeah, we don't live in a manufactured. Yeah, they do call them in North Dakota manufactured. We don't live in one of those.
Because we don't have actual dirty ass fucking trailers.
Brady and I live in a very nice home, and we were working on it, and it's under construction, and it's going to be nicer when we're done with it. But whatever, that's beside the point. So, wait, and I want to say that Debbie did go on Twitter, and she started following us on Twitter, and we started following her back. And when she did that whole thing, like, she did say I was very pretty, and I appreciated that. It was very nice of her. So, now
it's great that she can...
Now the rest of you are trailer trash, and I'm not. Like, she knows that I am not an obese. She just, that's the rest of you. Well, you're not. Well, none of us are, but now
none of us live in a trailer.
No, and...
Well, during the summer months, I mean,
so, Liz,
we do
we
go
are,
camping.
we are. You're contradicting yourself.
Well, I'm just saying that Debbie knows that she saw me, and she saw what I looked like, and she knows, and she said it on the air, but the rest of you, you're going to have to post pictures of yourself.
I comment on a room, and that is an actual picture of me. I would hope she knows what I look like, and obviously...
I put pictures of everyone up on our website page, which is www.lizandwtf.weebly.com, and you can see pictures of everyone, including the fucking dogs.
I like my pic. I got my sledgehammer
even the pedigree dogs.
And look at the picture of Jeff,
back
especially.
To the show with One Angry Jew.
Yeah, back to the show with One Angry Jew. So
we had good conversation. This wasn't actual. I mean, he even said this isn't really a show. This is just two people conversating.
Right.
I think that he gave me a lot of insight, and I think that the night before when we talked to Debbie, she gave us a lot of insight. And all I'm trying to do here is piece these puzzle pieces together because we are. I
don't know why you try.
No, we're the infants because that's the person that I am. I need to know whether it's fuel to my fire.
No, I have to like reserve brain energy, and apparently not for speaking. But I have to reserve...
You're spreaking right now, though.
You
don't have to speak. You have to spreak.
No, I mean, okay, so I sit there and I think about, do I actually care what someone in Texas is doing?
No. And I talked about
that on a daily basis.
Show, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, these people really get into depth, whether it's falsified accusations or real accusations of the feds showing up at their houses and everything. And to me, like... I'm on this whole network right now because it's entertaining. Whether I'm sitting here with you guys, it's entertaining. Or now that I found how to click things on my phone.
Right.
And
I figured out how to click things on my phone.
Yeah, and now I can read what you bitches are saying and all that. Like, I think it's fucking hilarious.
It is entertainment. It does have its entertainment value.
It's these people that come from a genre of no cyberbullying, and now they're taking it to the test in their 50s. And, like, our kids go to school. That's what I think, Zarko. Oh, well, there's like again, One Angry Jew. I know you love when we say like. But, it's just ridiculous that our kids are learning how not to cyberbully, but you come onto shit like this, and it's like full-on cyberbullying is what it is.
And it is interesting, and I guess it's interesting, but it's like entertainment.
It's intriguing.
Well, and what I think is, like, as much as I think that, or what everyone thinks that everyone's battling each other, it's like you almost literally found your internet group of best friends. Like, they literally bicker like best friends in high school. I know that sounds really awkward.
I'm not gonna lie. I find it entertaining.
So they want to come on and pick on my ridiculous show.
It is very high schoolish, isn't it?
But it is. And our show is ridiculous, and it's a lot of fun and whatever, and we take digs.
We're a bunch of bullshit, too, so who are we to judge their bullshit?
I don't. That's the thing, and that's why I kind of giggle. Even when they try to critique it, or criticize it, I just sit there and giggle. I was like, it's a show full of shit. Like, it's
one of the
totally
reasons
full
we
of
started
shit.
Was
we know it's full of shit.
We would all get drunk together and have these stupid, crazy conversations. We're like, oh shit, we need to write this down. This shit's funny. Then we just decide, oh, we should just record it. And then Liz was like, oh, let's just fucking throw it on the air.
Right.
Then we can remember what we said the next day.
Yeah. People listen to our ridiculous shit.
So, Cowpote Radio, and I think I brought up Cowpote a couple times before, and because I like listening to Cowpote Radio, I like him. He's actually neighboring to the state to us, so yeah. And I was always wondering who that was.
West
I was like,
east?
yeah,
West,
East.
Okay.
And he went on. What did he say, Felicia?
Yeah.
What did he say? What did Cal Pote have to say about us on the show? He did a whole show based on it.
I mean, I've listened to the majority of the show,